What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smash Bros podcast. I am your host, Daniel Black, and my co-host,
Nick Cadena.
And today, on the pilot episode, the first show, we got Andrew the Bulldog Coyne, who has a fight coming up at the Hard Rock Casino in Wheatland, California. And he's going to be fighting at the featherweight division at 145 pounds. Currently stands his record at 4-1, and he's looking to make it 5-1 and get his way onto the UFC in the next, say, a couple fights or so. But further ado, Andrew the Bulldog Coyne.
Woo! What's happening?
So, first question right off the bat: how's camp been, and how you feeling going into this fight right now?
Camp's been good. It's been a long one. I was supposed to fight May 1st. Had opponent issues, so we got postponed to the end of the month. But it's all good. I'm ready to go.
All right, that's awesome. First thing I want to start off with is basic background stuff. How'd you start into mixed martial arts? Who kind of got you into it, and why have you kept doing it since?
I got into mixed martial arts when I was about 11 years old. It was mainly my pops, my dad, and my grandpa that got me into it. I had seen one of Urijah's fights, and one of my buddies was training at his gym back in the day when it was still on 18th and I. And I asked him about it, and he was already a big fan. He'd always buy the pay-per-views and have parties at the house, so we'd just be watching the fights already. So I already had a background on it. I was familiar with it, and asked him about Urijah in the gym and kind of going to check it out. We went in on a Friday, I think, and the next day we basically signed up that Saturday. I kind of stopped doing all other sports and just full into training, and then he's like, "You're gonna be too small for baseball, so I think we should just do this MMA thing." So that's what I decided to do.
For sure. And like the nice thing is you're over at one of the bigger gyms in the world with Urijah Faber and Team Alpha Male. How's the dynamic there? How do you like training there? How's the training partners, and how is it to have like a legend like the California kid Urijah Faber as like one of your like coaches and somebody you've watched growing up?
Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, like I said, I started at the gym when I was 11 years old, 25 now, so just like me growing up, I watched the gym kind of grow up and change. Like I said, we were back on 18th and I at first, and then moved over to his way bigger facility, world-class facility on 65th. Right now, main guys like Andre Philly, Song, Kaleo, Darren Elkins, Clay Guida, the OGs are still around, and then Joey, my jiu-jitsu coach Felipe, and strength and conditioning coach Amadeo. But we just get to work like we've been doing. Same thing since I started. I saw a picture from my first amateur fight. After I won, it was Urijah, Joey, and Felipe. And then my last fight, same corner, so nothing's changed, just keep pushing along.
Now, I just got to say, you said you started at 11 years old. How old are you now?
25.
25?
Yeah. Turned 26 on the 30th of May, so 2 days after the fight. So we're gonna have some fun after.
So you've been in this for damn well 10 years?
Over, yeah.
Jesus.
Well invested.
Invested.
You could say definitely well invested.
My boy Josh been along for the ride.
Yeah,
I think.
got the boy Josh Lazaro over here.
Yeah, I was going.
Used
This
to.
is when you had the.
Josh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is my right hand man.
Yeah.
We linked up, I think, maybe 8th grade, freshman year, like 13, 14 years old through the wrestling world, and just been riding together ever since.
Definitely. I'm honestly, I can honestly say I've seen this guy for a while now, known him for a while, met him at Sierra. One of the craziest guys that I've ever met. But back onto the topic here. for this upcoming fight, you're fighting, was it Dorian Ramos, fighting out of Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Coming up. I know you've went over some tape, you've watched some highlights on this guy, been able to like look at some video. Like, what strength and weaknesses do you think that your opponent has going into this fight, and what do you need to do to capitalize off of those?
He's an aggressive fighter. He pushes the pace. Boxer, wrestler, but I've been doing this for a long time. I feel very well rounded. Don't matter where the fight goes. I feel confident. So, yep.
Definitely. That is definitely good to hear. One other thing I was gonna ask you. We know outside of just training in general, what's your typical fight camp look like for like a typical day? You go in like waking up from start to finish. What's the typical day look like for you in a training camp?
Well, first, I mean, I've turned it into a lifestyle, especially as of late. I've learned that from a lot of the older guys at the gym, specifically Urijah. Like whether it's in camp or out of camp, we're always training. And it's damn near the same style of training too. But like tomorrow morning, go in before practice, get some drills in with Dre, and then hit our morning pro practice, and then after hit a strength conditioning session at the gym with Amadeo, go back home, rest, eat up, and then I'll go over to Felipe's, teach some classes, and either hit one more session at night or just relax till Tuesday and then repeat.
That's awesome, man. Considering you've been at this for over 10 years, when did you begin coaching your own classes and becoming an instructor?
Felipe, he had me start doing it when I was 18 years old, helping out with the kids program, and then from there switched into doing the adults no-gi a little bit, and then when he moved out to Coyne to open up his second school, I took over a bigger role at the gym. Grateful for that opportunity and having him do that for me, just because it helps out with my game too, as far as being able to teach the technique to other people. Gets a better understanding of mixed martial arts and different aspects.
Right. That's when you get to a stage after you've been doing a sport, a certain art form for a while, and your teacher knows you're progressing, exponentially, then in some cases, like, for example, Felipe, he had like the perfect formula for Andrew. Like, he gave him reins in his, reins in the room, come train, and notice Andrew carries himself differently than all of his other students because he's really trying to pass it on the right way. There's a lot of guys who want to teach a class, but there's guys who don't really do the one-on-one. They're just focused on doing the class. Money in the head. But there's a difference when you see a guy who really loves what he does. It gravitates to other people because they want to see him do good, and they know, like, this guy's teaching me honest stuff. Like, he's not just here to just show up like a body,
For sure.
It's a real class. So it's lifestyle.
Understandable.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm gonna go check. The videos are still going.
All right. So
Sure.
we are back. I was asking you, what's your favorite aspect of teaching jiu-jitsu, and what do you like most about teaching jiu-jitsu?
The moms.
Moms.
I'm joking.
No, he's not.
Kids,
No, he's not.
Kids class. Kids class is the best.
He loves adult class.
Nah, for real. Kids class is the best because they're innocent. You know what I mean? They just run around, and
They don't know no better.
it's cool to teach them. Because they can actually use that if they need. And then when I watch them train live or hit some competitions, and they're doing the moves or just getting out there competing is the most important part for them. It's just cool to see a lot of the parents reach out and say thank you, for helping with the kids build. And I've noticed their confidence up or situations at school where they've had to defend themselves, things like that. They reach out and they let me know, so that's super cool. And then, I mean, that goes with the adults too. You know, when they go out there and compete and able to have success, you know,
It's fun
just like you two boys, you know,
Yeah, definitely.
tearing it up. You guys are gonna compete, right, on the 28th?
I'm gonna compete on the 28th. He's taking
Nick?
a little
I'm
break.
probably gonna take a break.
Take a little break.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I took a look at my bracket today. I have weight classes
Yeah.
filling up. So
How many people?
9 so far.
9?
Yeah.
So that's like 4
So
or 3.
I'm excited for it myself,
Mhm.
but it's literally just gonna be 4 matches. It's round
Double
robin,
gold
so
for Saturday.
We just go out there and win.
Where are we
Saturday.
going after?
I don't know about that yet. I got a couple places in mind, but that's something we can talk about.
Where?
Hey,
I
I'm
wanna
thinking
know
the
now.
mix. I'm thinking the mix, maybe.
Don't,
even-
hey, all I gotta
you
say is this, dude. I talked to my guys, about getting a little something, starting for the fight after, and let's just say a couple of our investors are gonna get us something pretty cool, huh?
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna say I am gonna name drop because it's
This
Copyrights.
This is
Yeah,
probably
copyrights.
the part where you would name drop, but
it'd be
just go like
resources,
Is he gonna sponsor me again or
No,
what?
any insurance you need, home bundles.
We're 2 weeks out. Is he gonna sponsor me or not?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna sponsor. We're gonna get a booth somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but definitely a booth somewhere.
One of my boys said the park.
the park.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. That sounds that sounds like some fun.
Hey, I don't know, dude.
And then Watson's after.
Oh, no, you said Watson's.
Yeah. He lives on the other side over here
People
of
don't know
Watt.
about
He's just-
Watson.
he's
he's just
right up the street
He's just an animal. Works for
But-
who does shit.
He just bought a house, so he wants people over to party.
I feel
So,
it. I feel it.
I said
I
say
mean,
less.
when you got a bachelor pad like that, you might as well.
Dude, when you got a house, if you just got your own house, dude, that's winning.
I was gonna ask you while we're here. Outside of MMA, have you ever had to use MMA on the streets? Like get into like a situation where
You had to
I
whoop
can-
somebody's
whoop
ass.
somebody's ass. So
I mean, I can answer this for him, so he doesn't waste his breath, You don't get paid to fight the streets, son, but that's why that's why he has me here. I'm just I'm the barrier.
Personal bodyguard.
Yeah, like Robin Big?
yeah, I know it. No, very very well.
Yeah, that's like we are, but, same but different.
God damn it.
Go ahead, can even go
I've seen Josh handle some people in the street though. It's been pretty
I
fun.
might have had to grab 1 or 2 dudes.
Yeah.
He,
I
get,
could imagine.
situation.
he gives them that Viper lock and they freeze up.
They go, oh damn, this dude's some real shit.
Yeah, him just locked and loaded is something I can imagine.
That worker strength.
And it's different when you grab, regular people don't understand, grappling's huge, man. Like, any form of grappling, sambo, wrestling,
Mhm.
jiu-jitsu, that's
Yeah.
real. Like, if you find someone who's been doing that for a long time, and they practice that shit religiously, dude, that's a dangerous dude.
It
It
is.
doesn't matter, because they're still doing that every day.
The thing is like, I like how people outside the sport, they say, oh, dude, that jiu-jitsu wouldn't work in the streets, man. It wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't, but I guarantee you, just with the aspect of takedowns and all that in the streets, it would.
It's all about the scenario, what pops off, because
Yeah.
I've seen
Mm-hmm.
a non-wrestler or a jiu-jitsu guy and a wrestler get in an altercation where the wrestler gets slammed on his head in the street.
Yeah.
And it's like, they can change like that, dude. Real life's different. People gotta realize that too. Like, I'm not a tough dude either. Like, I'm not trying to look for shit, but when you walk around with a dude who's an MMA fighter and all the entourage he carries around, you're just a target, bro. So, I mean, people just don't really like to fuck with us.
Uncle Red said he got it from some black belt or someone. He said 10 years to master your own body and then 10 years to master your opponent's body for grappling.
Definitely. That's a
That
little
could be
bit
two
saying.
things,
But, yeah.
That goes a lot of ways,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Hey, wherever you take it, you know what I mean?
we might have to bring him on here once.
Oh,
But maybe
Oh,
just
that
for
would
like,
be,
he's got like a 20-minute threshold.
Oh
and then
my
we kick
gosh.
him out.
I need stories from him about just him in prison. That's all I need. That's what I need.
Hey, he told me, Josh, if you fucking are just down with chicks, I'll show you how to make the best bok pussy you ever.
Oh my
Couldn't even tell the difference, bro. Serious.
You might have to cut that part out right
No,
there.
I probably will.
Huh?
All right, I got the time.
What's the
Stan.
time? What's the time?
Let's get back
We're 15 minutes in, but
Yeah,
we're
so
good.
shit,
Let's
We're
get
good.
back to
Yeah.
So,
fighting and lifestyle.
okay, so
Yeah.
Josh taking
outside-
it too far again.
pretty much outside of you and your fight coming up, we just had, a couple past cards come up, and one thing generally notice with MMA now, especially in the Conor McGregor era, they like to call it or whatever, see a lot of people who are just putting on like fronts, like acts. They just don't be themselves genuinely, and usually it does work, but you got the few rare cases where it does. You've seen Conor obviously set the blueprint for it. You feel like you have to be yourself, just you can be yourself and promote yourself in a certain way, or do you have to, like, for certain people, they're just kind of boring and they have to force a character to, get their, like, self promotion out there? So
Shit, I think you answered it. If you're boring, you gotta kind of make up a character and then fake it to get your views and stuff. But if you got some personality and are interesting outside of MMA, or even with your MMA and in the cage, just be yourself. But yeah, you gotta promote yourself 100%, or else you're not gonna really get seen or heard. But if you're boring, then yeah, you might have to fake it and put on some persona to help that. But that's not my plan. So.
For sure.
definitely.
As a means of promoting yourself, is you just really you just prefer to go the route of just being your most authentic self within the ring. And just your journey's your journey.
100%, yeah.
I feel that, dude. Now, the name Bulldog. Oh man, give me a little something about that. How did that? When was the Bulldog born?
So people think it's from going to Folsom High, which we were the Bulldogs over there, but it's not. I mean, that's cool too, but it's from. It's actually when I first started. I was probably like a year in, maybe 6 months in, maybe. Fabio Prado, one of our jiu-jitsu coaches over at Alpha Male, he gave me the nickname. I was a chunky little kid, big old cheeks, and I was in the gym training hard. Like I said, my dad or grandpa would bring me every day, and just I'd do a kids class and then jump into the adults class program, and Fabio gave me that nickname, just like a bulldog, super chill, super calm, but it's time to train and go. You gotta get it in. So it fit in a lot of aspects.
For sure. Oh gosh.
You got something on that?
Well, about the whole training?
Nah.
No, you do. That's cool. I'm just listening, percolating. Just letting that shit percolate.
I find it interesting that we all ended up going to Sierra College at one point in our lives.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting.
Yeah, hella cool.
We're all the Wolverines
Yeah.
out there in Rockland. Yeah. It's as if I don't know, in a way that just like kind of.
Just fate brought us together.
Yeah, man. It's like things that, like, if you are about something genuinely, and just continue to do so, eventually you're gonna find the same people around you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's 100% true. That's 100%.
Trying to talk to Andrew. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, sorry.
Am I speaking into the microphone?
No, you're good.
All right.
Check, mic check.
Yeah, Sierra College. It was a cool spot. I felt like it was like let's figure some shit out before the next step, but it was cool. Josh went there for a full
2 months.
18 days.
Had him on the wrestling team for like 5 weeks, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah, I was a starting 33-pounder, and then
Didn't go to any classes.
I just put it this way.
Just came to practice
2 years
to wrestle.
In a row he did this. He actually got one tournament in, but still, I love Josh.
undefeated.
Did you get an A?
Oh, I didn't have to show up, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Yep. I'm here. Practice. Here.
I mean, while we are on the Sierra on the Sierra days and everything, everybody here in this room can attest. Like, what did you guys think just about the coaching staff in general? It's that combination of
I'm gonna grab an ibuprofen.
just that Kenny and Don and all them.
Daniel, don't. I'm gonna say this, Daniel. If this goes on the air, don't open up a can of worms you don't want to get opened into.
No.
If they ever hear this,
I mean, I'll cut this part out.
I'll cut straight to it. I've known Don since I was probably like 6, 7 years old, going to softball tournaments.
Yeah.
And I've just known him for a while. Like him and he's got a bunch of sons, but the one dude I wrestled with was Gilbert.
Yeah.
And me and him were around the same age, and we were wrestling. I'd go up to the softball all-star team when they were in practice with Nick Salazar.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
And I was going out there when I was like 12, 13 maybe. Mm-hmm. Not even, way younger. Like I was still like 11 or 12, and wrestling out there and stuff. But Don's cool. Like when it comes down to it, Don means all good, bro. He's good. Kenny, I'll say this about Ken Larry. I didn't realize how athletic he was, because when I was a little kid, I was going to Sierra College room when I was in like middle school, wrestling with all the college guys and stuff, like getting just good experience, you know?
Yeah.
And freaking, I'd see this dude Kenny didn't look like a really good wrestler at the time, because I was a young kid, you know, and I just see this big old freaking just fat black dude, and he's I didn't know, he's just the coach, right?
Yeah.
But all you hear is like and across the room, you see this dude tossing dudes like feet in the air, like throwing dudes perfect fives, right? And fucking this dude, we had like a summer camp there one year, and he was, all right, let's go to the pool. And I'm like, oh, this dude don't know how to do nothing off the dive board. He's climbing up the high dive, you know. First thing he does, jumps up hell high, and then does a double backflip like a dog. He's like this, or like a backflip, and he's paddling like a dog. And he lands right in this fucking, like a perfect dive.
Damn.
Oh,
he's a big boy, like, but he's hella cool too. They're all family dudes, so it's...
Yeah. I definitely will agree with you. I love Don and Kenny. But, like, after Kenny left, it was just, like, a different dynamic. Don, I've always been cool with. I've known him since I was, like, middle school. You know, just growing up in Rancho and him coming from literally the same area. It was just, like, he kind of treated me like it was, like, one of his kids type of thing. So, I'll never really say anything bad about Don or Kenny. They are definitely great coaches. And, you know, it was just unfortunate how, like, Kenny left and all that. But Don's still up there. He's still rocking with Sierra. And it's, you know, good to see that, like, he's still going. But, Nick, you got anything you want to say on the topic of Sierra?
Yeah, for sure, dude. No, same. I knew Don prior to Sierra College back at Woodland High, back when I actually worked hard. And so at least he got to see me shine previously.
Wrestling.
Exactly. When Tuck him to Sierra College, where it's just things kind of fell apart. But Don and Ken both seemed a little checked out. By the time my season came around, it seemed as if like the guys who wrestled the year before me said that things were very different. They seemed a little more invested. I mean, we'd be at practice and like they kind of just show up like out of nowhere and just be like mad that we weren't doing whatever they didn't instruct us to do. So,
well, like Don, like before, like, so you gotta remember this. When Don and Kenny were around, in like the early mid 2000s, from like 2006 to 2010 or even 2009, there was like their powerhouse era.
Right.
So they had so many fucking really good guys. They didn't even have to really coach them, you know what I mean?
That's what I figured, man.
Yeah, like they were all hard workers. Like you have Vlad Dombrowski, Mikey Vassar, Jaron Miller, what's his name? Gosh, I can't remember. This is before Kimba. Okay. This is before that time. Matt Gibson.
Okay.
He ended up being an NCAA placer, top 7 in the heavyweights, and then Chauncey Phillips, Norman Richmond, freaking one of the number one recruit in the nation, Norman Richmond from Oregon at the time. They do a whole full interview saying, "Oh, Norman, where are you gonna go to college? You know, we got all these D1 offers." The dude goes, "I'm going to Sierra College in fucking Rocky, California." Because back in the day, honestly, like, I didn't know if it was frowned upon or if it was legal what they were doing. Like, they would recruit like a motherfucker, and they would get some bad motherfuckers. Like, that's how they got Vlad. They got Vlad from freaking, dude. He was trying to be on like the cadet world, not the like a. What is it when you do like the Olympic ladder here, but it's for you like the Russian one?
Oh, it's like Russian national.
Yeah, it's like something like that. Like he couldn't crack the lineup, so he came here to wrestle, and he was on the Olympic ladder after those days. But dude, you just gotta imagine like each weight they freaking won, bro. Like they were a straight powerhouse. Like when I was a little kid, I was practicing with those guys, so that's what I had. Like that was my. Well, I emulated, you know, like these dudes are this bad, like I gotta be that bad, you know.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
But my season, it was the Chavez brothers.
Yeah. I hella remember the Chavez. Yeah. I hella remember the Chavez brothers.
And while we're on that topic, they just didn't Hero have a fight on A1 Combat?
Yeah, he won.
So,
he won on the May 1st. He won. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
pull that up,
surprised. I
Big
mean,
mean nasties. Yeah, probably. If
definitely.
It's
on
definitely
Fight. It's gonna be on Fight Pass, but I mean, definitely. I was surprised, like because he does like that Kabbalah stuff. Or,
Oh, he does that.
Yeah.
That capoeira.
Yeah, we call it capoeira.
Oh no! You're talking about that like
The Indian, like it's like
shit,
wrestling and
they'll
football.
tie shit to their
and rugby.
ankles. Yeah.
It's like wrestling tag or something. Just
it's just like football without pads.
Yeah, it's a crazy sport, but
So is that capoeira though.
that capoeira,
Brazilians,
that's something
they
else.
do that.
Brazilians, man.
You know?
Those boys are big.
They're big.
Oh, they're fucking huge, dude.
Don't get me started about my Samoan brothers now.
Oh, and after each huddle, they do the
Oh,
choo.
Look at Gyro.
Oh, that's his brother.
Oh, right there. There's that Indian wrestler.
Bro, what's his MMA?
There's an MMA fight from like 2 years
Oh,
ago.
that's that.
I wanna see his fucking that first one.
That one.
The first. That one right there?
Yeah, bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Some motivation right here. Sorry, I don't got a
You're good.
premium account over here.
It's all good. We're all podcasters on a budget here.
Until this thing takes off, you know?
Urology, skincare with the face.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
This is in his backyard or what?
Yeah, I just the fact that I remember just the first days at Sierra seeing these guys, I was like, what in the freak show? Like, what is this? These guys are just genetically like just built. I mean,
Daniel, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not all genetic.
oh, I know it is.
That ain't
They're
genetics.
just freaks of nature. It's
Listen.
just like, oh my gosh.
That's it. I mean, they're freaks, but not of
Yeah,
nature.
no, I mean, legitimately, I mean, it's Hero, right? Hero, he's a state champion at Sierra. He won a state title.
Really?
In the 70s, yeah.
Oh
he
shit.
was.
Well,
just right before the
97.
last state champion, my boy Josh Bennett. Gotta throw him in there. But yeah, no, I mean, that guy he fought was a Bellator, was in Bellator. He knocked out, was it Tyrell Fortune, who was like one of the top contenders at heavyweight.
How far was that? 205 or heavy?
205. They had it at 205. But yeah, if he continues with it, I could definitely see him doing some damage. He just, he's a definitely good prospect.
How old are those cats?
I think they were late 20s. I want to say maybe early 30s. So who knows? At this point, they're gonna get like a UFC, but I could probably see it.
Hey,
Oh,
Charlo? Is it Charlo?
Charlo, yeah. We can talk about that fight a little bit.
He won, huh?
Yeah, Charlo.
I just saw the highlight.
Charlo, yeah, that was a vicious fight. Those guys were going to war. I just that 10th round after he got dropped that body shot, it was pretty much done.
Yeah,
He didn't.
he was not getting back up.
He wasn't getting back up. Oh yeah, we got Chavez's
Benito was the main event for this fight.
Mhm.
fight up for his first
It was
fight.
like 2018.
Yeah.
Benito was back in the gym on Friday.
Is he
He's looking to get back in
looking
shape.
to get back?
Yeah. He's got a fight left, so.
Is he
He hasn't lost in UFC, right?
He's gonna probably go back
He's
down
won.
to 35.
Like he's like 4-1 in UFC or something, or 3-1.
3-1, I think.
It's still fucking good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
still good.
He's still like 28 or something. Still young, you know.
Just got arrested.
He can, I think he could cause some problems at 35 if he gets back down there.
He can. I think he knocks out Peter Young. I'm saying it right
Peter
now.
Young?
Chest, saying it. Knocks
Flying
out
knee.
Young. Huh?
Flying knee.
Flying knee, yeah, he's good
Flying
on that
knee or
flying knee.
freaking weird like
He's
Head
a-
kick.
No, not even a head kick. I could see him somehow pressuring him up against the cage, and like when they push off, he does some weird elbow spinny shit.
Yeah.
Knocked, yawn.
But nah, I would even say like good to see Benito. And if just talking about another native Chico up there, Tyler Diamond.
Yeah.
Kind of just unfortunate with the PFL thing.
Yeah, I just feel.
What happened with that?
No, I know I saw the Instagram post, but I just remember even he coming in and talking to Felipe about it. They put him as an alternate. They didn't like. This is a guy who had a fight of a night, won his first fight, dominated that guy, no problem, and then has a fight of the night, the next one against that Brendan Lockney dude from Alliance MMA. It was a British dude who was supposed to be like in the UFC, but Dana just like kind of passed him up. It kind of sucks to see it. I mean, honestly, I could see him just maybe getting a fight and then just getting back in our contender series. So that'd be pretty awesome.
Look at there he is right here.
He's a beast, that's for sure. I mean, he deserves to be at one of the bigger shows. Hopefully they can get that figured out for him.
Definitely. I just remember. I still remember him, Cormier, picking him as like the first guy on the contender series. Not contender series, but Ultimate Fighter.
So they have what's the objective of this?
So
Do
just
they
to
have
give you
to,
guys a little. I know
do
this
they
is
have
just
to, like,
audio,
hold
but
down
we're
or-
over here watching Chavez now. I don't even know what this is called. Is it Indian? Kabaddi, yeah. Definitely. I
They
don't know
have
what
to,
the
like-
objective. It's just like a.
They have to like. Why are
Oh
they trying
my
to like
gosh.
pull guard on this dude? Oh, they have to.
It's like. I feel like you just take him down.
Right, you have
Yeah.
to like. So I think what it is those four. It's 4 against 1.
Yeah.
And one dude, they just have to run over to their side and get to a certain area, I guess. And if one of those dudes they have to try and get him, and whoever goes after him, it's a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
See, I don't get this.
That was a foul.
Yeah. He's just holding on
He
to him
said
there.
nope.
It's like, what is that?
The heck? So he was captured, I guess. That's yeah, some of the shit, dude. I don't know. Some people get really fucking bored, man.
I think so.
Like, look at this shit. Dude, there's 4 dudes running away from one guy. Like, what the fuck? They're gonna want to okay, fight him then, dude.
Oh.
Snap.
Snap down. Just like. Let's get him on his
What the
back.
fuck is
What
this?
is going
Oh,
on?
shit.
What is going on?
So he got caught. He's pissed.
I'm just.
Like what?
This is something else.
All right, let's get back to it.
But
Alright.
back to. One question I did have for you, since now you're coming up to featherweight now, how much of a difference is that going to make for you now, just with not having to go back down to bantamweight? I know you had success down there, but you're coming up to featherweight, new weight class. How you feel about the move up?
The weight cut's easy. I feel better. I'm able to train a lot harder when I get to fight at 45s. And to be honest, most of my fights have been at 45s. I think I've only had 2 or 3 at 35s. It's not completely out the picture, dropping back down. But for now, 45s it is. It's more fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. While we're on the topic, I know everybody here.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna ask everybody here this
Okay.
question too. So
Okay.
just stay on the topic of bantamweight, featherweight, current state in the UFC or just in MMA in general, just like Bellator, PFL. Like, who do you guys consider like the best at those 2 weight classes? right now?
UFC.
Yeah, we can go UFC, but who do you guys
Which
like?
fighter?
So are you saying the weight classes?
Yeah, no, just like who fighter like.
Chill, dude.
I know.
Listen, man.
I'm chill.
So just so I understand your question, you're asking what divisions
Yeah.
do you think are the best in all the promotions?
Yeah,
No.
just
The top guys from those
those
promotions.
divisions,
Oh, I
just
got you.
like out of PFL 1 championship.
Josh Emmett.
Bellator.
Max Holloway,
This is
Andre Feely.
featherweight we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
So, dude, Max, I'm excited to see Josh coming up.
He's got Calvin.
Calvin Cater was another tough fighter in that division.
Cater's a fader though, dude. Like he'll fade out.
I mean, he's a guy just bang,
Might
stand there and
clean,
bang.
But if he gets hit, dude, he's got. You know.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I
Try
mean-
and trade with Josh for a little bit. You know.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
He's
Let-
gonna do it that
Josh
way.
gonna be the
Howard,
first one to
something
finish
else.
him.
He's gonna invite him in his range, and then Josh is just to do his fucking shifty fucking explosive shit and catch him, bro. Like Josh doesn't have to do it pretty. He just gotta connect.
Yep.
For sure.
That's it. Like Calvin can look good and outbox him a little bit. I'll get like. I'm not saying he's gonna outbox him, but I'm thinking that's his game plan. You know, after he got whooped up by freaking Holloway like that, you think he would brush up on his head movement?
Yeah. I just mean like you
At
see
35's Jan.
Jan.
Although he lost to Aljo, I like Jan a lot as a mixed
Yeah.
martial artist. I think he's like a true mixed martial artist outside the sport. You know, he really lives that life.
For
It's a
sure.
bland life.
It is. Who else?
Jair?
Nah.
You
No,
know,
that's
you-
featherweight. We're talking about
Oh,
bantamweight.
sorry.
Song Yadong.
Song Yadong, yeah,
He's coming up.
He's definitely looking good.
Yeah, he's been looking real good.
Yeah.
He just knocked out Marlon Moraes and
Retired him.
Yeah.
Mm.
That does something too, guy.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out
mean,
DC.
And you talk about those two divisions, they're just really stacked just in that top 10. You know, you got killers. I mean, looking at bantamweight, Song's up there. You got Dominic Cruz. You got TJ Dillashaw.
Dominic Cruz is old.
Dominic Cruz is done.
I
dude.
know.
Sorry.
I mean,
He's done.
I'm just saying.
He'll never fight
TJ
for a belt again.
might
TJ,
get the belt against Aljo, but after
No.
that, he's
I'm gonna tell you guys this: Aljamain Sterling will ragdoll TJ Dillashaw.
ooh.
I can see
I
that.
say-
It's
calling.
definitely.
I will say this right now, before the fight even happens: Aljo will out wrestle TJ.
Yeah.
Bad.
I can see that actually.
Like during the exchanges, like in the physical exchanges, TJ's not gonna move him like how he thinks he's gonna move him. Because dude,
Aljo's
what
big.
Aljo did against
And he's young.
Jan.
Jan, and don't think Jan doesn't practice like fucking mat defense either. Like, of course he does, dude. That's his kryptonite, obviously. But when you have like a fucking ace go up against someone's weakness like that,
Yep.
that's just matchmaking, bro.
Definitely. I could
I'm
see
not saying
that.
Jan wasn't better, but
No.
I'm not saying the first fight Jan didn't beat his ass.
It's.
But
I think.
I honestly thought Jan was gonna beat the shit out of him.
I think. Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people thought that.
But-
It just.
That just proves how strong
Yeah.
Aljo really is, bro.
I mean, you gotta look
Look
back.
what he did to Sanhagen.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Even look
Yeah.
back to that fight.
If he's dry and he grabs TJ like that, TJ ain't got that fucking. He don't got that additive in his gas tank no more to fucking defend that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for real, that's some weak shit.
No. I on.
He look at it in his last fight. Look at just how flat he looked.
Yeah,
Like,
against Henry.
He won the. He
Oh no, against
no.
Sandhagen.
Against
Sandhagen. I had Sandhagen winning that fight. Honestly,
Yeah.
like still today when I go back and watch it, I look at what Scott Coker just said about the dude who just lost his champion or something, Michael Venom Page.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, you can hold someone down, but you're not doing any damage."
Yeah,
He said that Venom Page won due to the damage, not the control. But it's how the fucking judges score.
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
honestly think the judges, like the scoring system, is crooked. Like they need to have real fucking people that the fans want to see. Because at the end of the day, it's what the fans want, not what the fucking the fucking business side wants. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, you want to make your money, but you're only gonna make more money if you make your fans happy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you get on the topic of that MVP and Logan Storley fight. I watched that. I want to say the other day.
Yeah.
And Logan wasn't doing much. He's just holding him down there. Like
Right.
MVP, he's weird. He just his takedown defense is
Well,
weird.
That's what Dana White was saying too after the fight. Oh yeah, I thought I had what's his name win the fight. Like all he did was just hold him down, you know.
Yeah,
Which is at the end of the day, it's what you fucking like to see.
Yeah.
Not see.
it is. It's Definitely.
Trust me, when it doesn't matter who the hell is fighting Francis Ngannou. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that pay-per-view because
Yeah.
I know that dude's gonna be swinging and banging like a motherfucker. Okay.
Definitely.
D. Lewis used to be my favorite fighter, bro.
Yeah.
Keyword used to. Like D. Lewis, you see this, bro? Like I love you, man, but dude, he just lost something. He lost something in his fight, bro. That kind of just clams up. But I've seen it in his past fights. But usually he could just fucking man his shit out. But these heavyweights are getting better.
For sure.
The whole sport's evolving.
I think
John Jones needs to fight at heavyweight.
John
already.
Jones would be
that fight needs to happen. I feel like John is.
I don't
he
care
needs to
who he
come back.
fights. I just want to see him fight at heavyweight.
for real. I just want to see what he looks like, bro. Like,
That's the goat in my.
oh,
It is 100%.
That is
picture.
100%
You can't argue.
the goat of
Yeah.
the division or
The whole
fucking
you
sport.
just the sport right now in general.
People go, oh, Khabib, oh, yeah.
Or they're gonna say Kamaru Usman,
Yeah,
somebody like
but
that.
look,
It's just
look
like
look at their fucking records, man.
yeah,
Look at this dude, fucking John Jones. His fucking the way he was finishing dudes, finishing world like legends, bro, in their
Legends.
fucking primes, and he was a fucking kid.
Raw
Like
in the
23,
sport.
24 years
Yeah.
old. Like he fought all those champs when they were the champs in their prime. Like bad motherfuckers, like
yeah,
when fucking Lyoto Machida fucking knocked out Randy Couture with the fucking front kick and got
Yeah.
the championship scrap like that, and then fucking fought fucking the Young Buck after he I don't know, he wanted to run after he lost the belt or some bullshit, but fucking fucked up Machida, bro.
Yeah.
Fucked up
Rampage.
Mauricio
First person to ever finish Rampage.
Yeah. beat Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Mauricio Shogun Hua, and Mauricio was a fucking.
And he would go and party the week before, which
Yeah,
makes me
he's
even more
crazy.
dope.
bro.
He's just crazy.
This dude probably had cocaine in his nose when he was fighting DC in Vegas, bro. He's dead for real.
No, he probably did. I
And
agree with
Gus
you.
Day, he was probably on a bender when he fought fucking Gustafsson the first time. Think
Yeah,
about that. Think about that.
I think.
The second fight, he finished him.
Easily.
Well, the thing was, I think even he said on was it Rogan's podcast that he didn't go out and party that weekend before. So it just like it was kind of the whole ritual thing that he had where you just go out and party the week before. So he had a built-in excuse if he lost the fight. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Mentals.
He's
Yeah.
the goat, but
Mentals.
Got a lot of problems.
You can't.
Demetrius Johnson is my favorite fighter. I'd say he's second
okay,
on my list.
definitely. I was gonna ask you a question about that, but you just answered it right off the top.
Why Demetrius Johnson?
Yeah, what's up, DJ?
He's another just complete fighter.
True
Matt-
martial artist.
Matt Hume is a mastermind of a guy. He's kind of low key actually. I mean he's over in one right now with DJ, but DJ was on a big ass run at 25s. Didn't lose until that split to Cejudo, or that decision to Cejudo, and he was finishing dudes, and he was knocking
Dude,
guys
a
out.
freaking flying armbar,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I remember
what
that.
else
We
do
all
what
Submissions.
else do we need to carry about on that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go look
And-
at his highlight reel, bro.
He would, after his fights, he just goes home, hangs out with his family, plays Xbox, and then repeat. And he was just doing that title defense after title defense. So
15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Some in the teens.
I like him because like Josh said, flying armbar, complete, knock dudes out, submit guys, wrestle guys, whatever. Doesn't kickbox guys, knee guys in the ribs. You gotta be able. I like guys that do it all. John Jones, he finishes guys everywhere.
Who cares if he does 12 to 6 elbows? Josh Hamill was getting his ass walked on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
definitely.
He was happy they stopped that fight.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of on the topic of just talking about MMA in general. What were your guys' thoughts on that main event between Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira that happened
Loved
like
it.
a couple weeks ago?
Loved it.
Charlie Olives, he's another
Sneaky.
complete guy. Drops dudes, chokes dudes. Is good in between stages. In that clinch area. He's marches forward.
Yep.
Marches forward. Good with the elbows and the knees. You don't see that a lot. Elbows and knees, and then on the ground he's a menace. He wraps you up. High level jiu-jitsu for MMA too. He's got the most submissions in UFC. Gaethje's cool. I like his mentality a lot, but he just don't train no jiu-jitsu, you know?
He's just so predictable now. Like, when Gaethje first came in, like, he hasn't changed his fucking game plan since he's been in the UFC. Like, the only thing he changed was a little bit better head movement. That's it. Don't get so fucking crazy. Like, Trevor Whitman cleaned him up. Like, but when he first go watch his fights, bro. When he first gets in, he's always been a slugger, bro. Always
You
been
look
a
at the
banger.
Michael Johnson fight. When he
Michael
first
Johnson
came in.
was rocking him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, he just learned how to do good head movement. That's it. He didn't change anything else. But people, like, I don't know, even in the UFC, you can tell when motherfuckers don't want to fight. The dude, when he gets in there, that's what you're in there for. You know, so he does throw down, but he's not going to get hit. That's why you see him go to sleep multiple times. You know, he's been knocked out.
Yeah.
But that's what's the beauty of the sport is like, people love when a dude just goes all out. Doesn't matter what the outcome is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he's got X amount of bonuses and shit, you know? He's just a fan favorite. He's just down to throw down. And like I said in that final, though, freaking Charlie Olives, bro, he's a genius. When you actually go watch that fight, watch when people say that Gaethje was rocking him, like dropping him to his shit. He didn't rock him, bro. He never rocked Olives once. If you go watch that fight, that's all pre-planned fucking setups. For real. Go watch. When he falls, he's falling straight into guard.
Definitely. You can see that.
And then when he gets in his, when he first started actually swinging and banging, when they were in close, like in trading, Olives was the one that rocked Justin bad.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, I think that some of those shots landed, but he went to his guard, and the Diaz brothers do that well too. You know, when they get hit, good. You know, they'll sit to their back because they're comfortable. You know, in that position, just to if the shot was decent, then regain their composure, get back up to the feet, type thing. You know, or if their guys go down the mat, they're cool. Yeah. They're cool there.
Like when Andrew was saying, like when you go watch, like the second time I think it was when he drops, Gaethje hit him, but it was like a delayed, like, oh, and he like just fell back, and it was just like, come on, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things. Like the thing with Charles, he just makes adjustments. Like he could be in the worst situation, and he makes those adjustments and figures out a way to win. Yeah. I think the only time I've seen him, like, I thought he was going to be in real trouble was that first fight against Chandler. I thought Chandler had an opportunity to jump on him and finish him, and he did, but he gave him a moment to breathe, and I just think Charles took advantage of that.
And I'll say this, though. You give Chandler another chance at that belt, he knocks out Olives.
All right.
What's else? No?
Islam and Oliveira.
I think that's an interesting fight. That's what I want to see. I think that's the Habib Tony Ferguson fight 2.0 that we never got.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So it's funny how they just compare those two together.
They're gonna make Islam and Olives the title.
Yeah, I think October, looking at Abu Dhabi, just because Islam has got a big fan base there. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that division's really something else right now. But I was gonna say, so getting back to this fight, how do you see this finishing out? How do you see yourself winning this fight, and just overall in general, even if you have those thoughts?
I got this. Hey, basically here's the game plan. We're gonna come in a little shifty on the feet. You know, a little Mike Tyson action, a little tuck. We're gonna pretend we're gonna do some rips, head kick. Dude's gonna be seeing little days, little stars. Fucking somehow he's gonna find himself on the fence. Like, oh, how did I get here? And pressure him. He's gonna do like some crazy wild haymakers just to get in close, grab him, toss him on his head, and just 99.
He just called it.
You just called it. Okay. Yeah, you hear it there, head kick knockout. But definitely. I think we got like 49 minutes into this thing. We're doing pretty good. I would say we can keep going if you guys want to.
Yeah, a few more questions. Let's go ahead and bring this back to Andrew.
Yeah, let's get it back to
going off. I'm just gonna ask you serious questions right now, all based around MMA.
Things are getting serious.
That's serious, not serious.
Oh shit!
A series of serious questions to finish this off. Because I'm trying to go.
This chair is kind of a little title
For
match.
what would you?
Josh
in
is
your-
hungry.
Yeah,
I gotta feed my
professional-
bodyguard.
I should go to Twin Peaks, actually. Well, one day we'll cheese
Can't go there.
Anyways, pray tell.
Best martial art for fitness, fighting, and self-defense.
Ooh, that's a good one.
One of each or combination? Which one?
So let's take them one at a time.
Okay.
In your professional opinion, what would you advise to be the best martial art for fitness in general?
No brainer. All American, baby. Come on. Let's just be real here. Think about it.
Wrestling.
Wrestling,
on.
for sure.
It has to be.
Why is that?
Because, dude, like that's the first. That's like America's Brazilian jiu-jitsu. That's America's jiu-jitsu.
Gotcha.
America's is grappling.
I mean,
yeah.
you look at all like I shouldn't say all the champions right now, but all the ex and current champions. Look how many of them were wrestlers. Like from their. I can't stress enough. Wrestling is just so fucking key. Like that's it. Like.
So in regards to the second question, which martial art is the best for fighting? Would you consider wrestling that as well?
And
Because obviously it will get you in shape.
yeah. Like obviously not for like if you're gonna go boxing and you're a wrestler, then
Right.
You're gonna get pieced up because you're just a brute. You know, you won't care about getting hit. But fucking for fighting, like
If someone was say they wanted to just get in shape and they decided to join like a MMA gym, what avenue
Jiu-jitsu
would you
makes
send them
it. Jiu-jitsu's cool because they have a lot of jiu-jitsu programs that at gyms, that regular people can go into, and jiu-jitsu's you can do for a long time, and there's always new moves in jiu-jitsu. And it's interesting. It's fun. You can kind of train lighter. Wrestling, known to drill hard and a lot of live and a lot of cardio. While jiu-jitsu, you can be more technical, especially if you put the gi on. More technical, slow the pace down, things like that.
for sure?
really hold on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So self-defense as well. Have to go with jiu-jitsu.
Self-defense, jiu-jitsu, 100%.
Got it.
Or karate.
Or karate.
Just kidding. Jiu-jitsu.
You can play soccer. You can kick some shit. You know.
Is there any fighters that you think, in your opinion, deserve more respect than they get?
Demetrius Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson.
Well, I think since he went to one.
A lot of old heads, that kind of missed the popularity it has now.
Diego
Gotcha.
Sanchez.
Jens Pulver
Oh,
is
that's
a
good
cool
one.
was a cool
That's
guy
a good
back
one.
then. Leonard Garcia, he was a WEC guy. That was super cool.
Miguel.
Miguel Torres, that was the goat
That was
back
the
in the
dude,
day. Miguel Torres is sick. He's Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu too, out of Chicago. So representing back in the day.
The fighter
Tight.
of the native pride, right?
But a lot of old school guys that when the sport wasn't as big.
Right.
But then guys like Cowboy or Faber that kind of were back then and still fought now.
Mm-hmm.
They get their recognition, but some older guys that for whatever reason their career stopped, or didn't have the longevity as some of these other guys.
Especially the heavyweights, man.
Andre Arlovski's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only
that fool's
heavyweight I can say
that
besides
fool's still
Alex.
kicking.
What's his name? Alex.
Because I remember back in the day when he was on
Alistair Overeem.
I mean, who else remembers Shane Carwin?
Shane Carwin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We
You know
call
what I
him
mean?
the in and out.
There's only like two big heavyweights that I can really say, damn, those guys have been in there for a while.
So I'm saying, so I mean, throughout the years, and feel free to say the current era today, but in your, what is your favorite era of MMA in general? Because we remember back to when it was almost like Street Fighter looking type guys.
Back when there was no weight classes.
Weight classes. It's been through a lot. It's changed.
My favorite, like like I said, when I was growing up watching the pay-per-views at the house, as a kid was Matt Hughes, BJ Penn,
Gotcha.
Nick Diaz era.
Right.
That was the time, you know.
Anderson. When Silva first made his dude, because UFC they started doing their pay-per-view things like the UFC fight nights or whatever. Those were at Indian casinos, so they're at little local fucking casinos, and you have these world-class fighters fighting in front of only 300-400 people at the time, you know. But you get this dude Anderson from Brazil fighting in a fucking Indian casino in I don't know, Nevada somewhere. This dude's just straight. It was James Pulver he fought. No, who's the...
Chris Lieben.
Chris Lieben, yeah, Chris Lieben. And he fucking starches him in his freaking... What was it? Fuck. You got that joint?
It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I can help you out just a second. I'm just going to through a few more of these. Now, when you're entering a camp, or even just training in general...
Josh, shut up.
Do you notice a certain strength increase or loss when specifically training fighting, opposed to any other form of training? I don't know if you do CrossFit or strength training, or if it's just strictly fight, because some fighters might have different methods of training.
Yeah, no strength gains, just maintaining the strength that I have in the camp, but then just getting in really good shape, getting cardio really good, being fast, being explosive.
That's the most crucial.
Right.
Would you
You're
say?
not going to
Sure.
get, I mean, at least the way we do it, we're not going to get stronger in camp. That's for out of camp.
Right.
You know? I work with Amadeo Novella at Capital Strength Performance, and then my guy over here, Josh, runs us through some old school workouts, some hill sprints and stuff in the garage or different things like that to just get that extra work in.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
What kind of music do you like to listen to? Get hyped up for a fight?
Hell Gang Mozzie, one up top Aki.
Yeah. All right.
Nip.
Nip.
Some Beano Blast.
Yup.
GP put me on. I think he's gonna be the second guest, right?
Yeah, we're working on securing that.
Okay. He put me on. He put me on Gunna, and then my boy K Money put me on some more Lil Baby as of late, and then mix it up every once in a while with some reggae. Just the classics.
For sure.
Marley. Some J Bugs, cool.
Hell yeah.
I heard back in the day you were a fan of Common Kings, huh?
Some Common Kings, yeah.
Kings,
Hell yeah.
For sure. Hell yeah, dude. Now.
Air, you've seen Air before, isn't it?
Yeah, we seen Air in Santa Cruz. It was a little vibe, a little
That's
bop.
a whole nother podcast. So
Yeah.
Definitely. That's good, man. That's good. Digging like this so far. First, my questions are more around Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but we could say that more specifically for another day if you want.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Unless you want to just get them all out there.
Hey,
Go
you
for
do
it.
whatever you want.
Alright, we got another minute before we hit an hour, so I'll just go ahead and end with my last question, which is, now, when people from the outside looking in are going to join a dojo, there's a lot of mysticism behind the whole belt system. Could you explain that in any way? What are they? What does each one represent?
Ooh, that's a good question. So yeah, for standard, it's white, blue, purple, brown, black, and then corral belt, red belts. Each school's, I guess, a little different, but the standard, if you're competing, I guess, in general, if you can, or training, 3-4 times a week, doing a few competitions, doing good, about 2 years to get a blue belt, and then from blue to purple, that can range from another 3 to 5 years.
Depending.
And then purple to brown's like 2.
We're not even counting stripes yet. We're just counting belts.
And then brown to black's probably another 2. Wherever that math is, they say like 10 to 15 years, depending. Obviously there's been there's been, cases of guys getting their belts way faster, or you'll see guys that do it more casually that it takes 20 years, to get their black. But Felipe, my coach, he says that, like, each belt you should, Felipe and Fabio, it's like you need to be that level or in life, be a blue belt in life as well, purple belt in life, brown belt in life, black belt in life. You don't want to, can't be a black belt in jiu-jitsu, they say, and then not have your shit together, outside of the gym, because that's not portraying, that true black belt lifestyle and knowledge, that you get from all those years and gaining a black belt. So being a black belt in life is the goal, having all your shit together outside of jiu-jitsu, outside of the mat.
Much deeper symbolism right there.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
So, wrap up this podcast here.
Hell yeah, Daniel.
So you're getting ready for the fight, going in May 28th at the Hard Rock Casino for Urijah Faber's A1 Combat. Let the people know where they can follow you on Instagram, where they can watch the fight, like what your social medias are. So
Andrew _Coyne, Coyne, on Instagram. I got a Facebook page. I don't know. Go Andrew Coyne. Look it up. I got a website. My buddy Connor's doing.
Shout out Connor Watson.
The BulldogMMA.com. We're gonna get some more content for that. I don't know, man. Just follow me.
Shit,
you
man.
know.
If you want to see some cool ass shit,
For
man,
sure.
follow my boy, man.
Yeah.
We're fighting on the
Quit fucking
28th.
around with it,
And
bro.
I turned 26 on the 30th, and then we're taking June off.
Chop.
We got Road Dog's wedding at the end of June.
That's dope.
A little camping trip in between.
You know what I mean?
Maybe-
Go out on some sun out in the MMA, man. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
shoot out to Colombia and Mexico
Yeah.
along the way too in June.
Man.
Before that, so
Yup.
yep.
Definitely sounds like you got an action-packed month after
Just
this
gotta cross your
fight.
teeth and dot your eyes, baby.
Definitely, Josh. You got.
You're a real asshole. You
You
ruined the
got
whole.
any social medias you want to put out there?
You ruined the whole podcast.
Anything you want to promote too?
Yeah, you can give me a follow at Instagram. It's at J_2, the number, and then the Labs. You know what I'm saying? Give me a follow, shout out, holla at your boy.
Definitely. So, this was a definite first episode.
If you
Very
can't tell, it's our
interesting.
first one.
Very, very, very interesting and very fun. I appreciate Andrew coming and Josh coming.
I'm
also.
gonna come back on here and we'll talk some more.
Yeah,
Definitely. I feel like we got to have you back on. So definitely, I hope everybody can tune in. Nick, you want to say something?
Signing off.
Definitely, we all sign off, and definitely, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this episode. Give it a like, a follow, whatever social media platform this might be on. Definitely, hopefully, this episode will be done and up on Wednesday. But definitely appreciate everybody listening, and we are out.
Alright. And I'm thinking about starting OnlyFans.
Woo!